Come on in. Welcome to my first ever podcast. I'm really excited about doing this and hope that you will enjoy it too. So today I'll be showing you some of my current works in progress. I'll be giving you a sneak peek at some of the crochet projects I have coming up. So grab your hook and your yarn, make yourself a cuppa, settle yourself down, relax, and let's dive in. For those of you that are new here, welcome. And for those of you that are returning viewers, thank you very much for coming back and joining me for my first podcast. My name is Caroline. I live in England, although I originate from the Shetland Isles, as my strange accent can probably tell you. Now, Shetland is a tiny group of islands in the middle of the North Sea, and it's the most northerly part of Britain. Shetland is home to Fair Isle knitting and also Shetland lace and lots of other crafting that takes place up there. So I grew up knitting and crocheting and started at a really young age. Don't really remember learning. So it has just been the 1 or 2 years ago now that I've been doing this for. One of my main reasons for starting this podcast is so that we can share what we're working on with each other. And if you're anything like me, you've got a number of works in progress that you sort of move between, and it helps to keep it interesting. That's what I like to say. And that's always my comment, especially when I decide that I'm going out to buy more wool for a new project before I finish some of my other ones. It keeps it interesting. But I do find that although I may think crochet is the most interesting thing in the world, not everybody else shares that same feeling. So I'd like to be able to share that with people that feel the same way as me and may have that interest too, because they're not going to get quite so bored by me whittering on about what I'm doing and all the different things that I'm trying and working on. So that's what I'm hoping we can build here, is that community. We can share hints and tips, and we can just share some time together, enjoying what we're doing and enjoying our hobby. So I'll show you some of the things that I've been working on. Now these are little quick projects that I've been making, and the first one I've been working on is these ghosts. Now this one is a little bit too big. It's supposed to be a ghost coaster, a little bit too big. Nice, but as I say, just a bit too big. So I'm going to have to make it smaller. However, my granddaughter will love this, so she can get this one once I put the eyes and everything on it. So then I got some of this, it's called re-cotton wool. Really, really nice stuff to make this with. And I hadn't used it before, but it's actually really interesting when you use it. And I do like it. It's really nice. So then I made a slightly smaller one. And if you can see the difference there. And I do think that's better for a coaster. So I have finished in the ends of this one. I haven't finished off the ends in the big one. And again, I need to do the eyes and so on. So I'm going to make a second one of those. My daughter wants these ghost ones, so I will make a second one for her set, because along with that she wanted pumpkins. So I've been making pumpkin coasters. So I've done 2 of those for her. Then my other daughter decided that she wanted some of these as well, so I need to make another set of 4 for her for that. So I've been working on those. So those are bit nice and quick, as I say, really quick makes. I do have, for the crochet pumpkin, I do have that as a tutorial on the channel. Nice and easy to make up, really quick, and they come out really nice. The other thing I've been working on is these little bats. I think they're really cute. And what I'd like to make them into is some buntings so that I can connect them together, but I'd like something else to go with them. So I'm having a look to see what I can find that I can make so that it's not just the bats, that, you know, there'll be something else Halloweeny that can go interspersed with that. Any ideas, please put them in the comments so that I can have a look and see what I can do. I love them. As I say, really quick to make up too. Really, really nice. Now, I'm also working on, this is going to be a little treat bag. Now, I'd like it to be a pumpkin eventually. It's not quite how I wanted it, so I'm just sort of working on that at the minute, because what I want is obviously gathered in at the top, and that should be easy enough, because I can just put stitching around it, but I'd like almost a green stalk part to the top, and then obviously I need the handle. It's just not quite how I want it yet. This is my problem, a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm hoping that I should finish that hopefully soon, and if I do, I'll put that again on the channel for you to have a look at and see if you like it. Give it a go, see what you think. And that will also be for my granddaughter, probably my grandson, and anybody else who wants one, because I quite like them. Now, obviously, these are sort of doing me business, but I just enjoy making them. I enjoy trying out different things, and if something doesn't work, I like to tweak it a bit and make it slightly different. And as I say, because my daughters love it and my grandchildren, then it works out really well. But I don't want to just be working on work things, so to speak. And in fact, I'm not now. I know that I have these things in the background often when I'm filming and so on, but they are here for a reason. They're actually some of my works in progress. And what I do have, and you can't see on the other side over there, it's a nice big sofa that I can sit on and crochet. Now, I do have my grandchildren here a lot too. And so there's usually toys and things lying around. So that's why I'm not showing you the rest of it at the minute. Not quite so tidy as what it should be. But I'll show you some of these other works in progress. As I say, they are there for a reason, because I do work on all of these at different times. Now, this was just something I tried. Love the pattern for this. And this is just a small sort of swatch to try it and see what it looked like. Really like that. So I'm going to try and make something bigger in that. Put that away. Now, this one is lovely, and I really like this. It will be a blanket. My granddaughter loves these big soft blankets. I made her one before she was born, which she drags around with her, but she's 3-year-old now, and it's starting to look just a little bit tatty. My daughter also made one for her, which again is looking a bit tatty. So they're called pink and purple. But this one is going to be for staying here, so that means she's not having to drag them back and forth with her. Now, as you can see, I'll put in this little bit of footage. What you got?
I got pink.
You got Nanny's wool.
Oh.
Is it pretty?
Oh. Oh.
She was helping me with my crochet. I do think I have a budding crocheter there on my hands, so I will encourage that. But I love this one as well because it's very easy to make. You don't have to concentrate too hard on it. It's simply going along one row with UK double crochet, US single crochet, and then the next row going back is UK treble crochet, US double crochet. And it's nice and easy to make up, makes up really quickly, and just you don't have to concentrate on it. And I find that obviously I started this new business and I do put my heart and soul into things, and I find that it would be so easy to just keep going and to keep going and to really just try to do too much. Crochet is the most relaxing thing I think that you can do, and being able to sit there and take your mind off everything, it really relaxes you. And I've really needed that in the last little while. Obviously, if you watch any of my other videos, you'll see that I was diagnosed with cancer, and I've recently completed breast cancer treatment and so on. It does leave you very tired, and it does mean that I am so lucky, as in I'm fine and I'm going to be fine, but it does leave you tired. So I do need to take just a little bit more care of myself, and that's where this whole business is going. It's all about me being better to myself. But that's where crochet comes in, and crochet helps you in so many different ways, and I just love it, and I'm sure that you do as well. So I do have other works in progress, but the last one I'll show you today, put that out of the way, is this one. Now, I love this. This is another blanket, and I love the pattern that this has to it. It's got that little V's to it. And I didn't understand really why I was quite so attached to this particular pattern. I just think it's lovely. It's something that I almost find comforting to look at. And I know that sounds a bit strange and a bit silly, but I realised that actually it really reminds me of Shetland lace work. And I used to make these lace scarves when I was a teenager, and I lived in Lerwick in Shetland, which is the main town. I was there during school time for the week, and then I would go home at the weekend because Ireland was too far away for me to be able to go to school down there. So when I was 14, I went down to school in Lerwick. And when I was there, I used to knit these not shawls, used to knit these scarves, and I would sell them to one of the local shops, and then it would be sold on to tourists and so on as they came in. They used to buy them from a number of different people, and it was one of the things I used to do just to make myself a little bit of extra money. And I realised that I love the pattern because it does remind me of that. It's not exactly the same, but it does remind me of that. And it got me to thinking, could I produce a Shetland crochet scarf that looks like the Shetland knitted scarf? So I'm going to have a look at that too, because I can't help myself, and see if I can make a pattern that actually reflects almost exactly the Shetland knitted scarves, the lace scarf work, beautiful lace scarf work that's made in Shetland. So I'm going to try that too. But this is a work in progress, and this one is going to take me quite a while to complete. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes me, because I know I'm not working on it too often, but I do love it. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes me to complete this one. As for the lace scarf that I'm hoping to make, well, watch the space. We'll see how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this, my first podcast. Now, I love sharing my works in progress with you. As I say, I do have a number more that I will share with you. Now, love for you to share with me what you're working on. So please put that in the comments down below so that we can have a look, and even a photograph if you could. I'd love that. And if you have any ideas and hints and tips as to what I can do moving forward for these podcasts and structure, or whether you like them a bit longer, a little bit shorter, how you feel about them, I'd love to hear that as well. I'm always open for suggestions. So please like and subscribe to see more of my videos, and I hope to see you back here for the next one.